Today is Saturday. It's a beautiful day. The sun is out and it's warm, and I'm in the park and there are people playing soccer and walking their dogs and pushing their children around the track in their strollers, and everybody seems to be having a good time today. But invariably I know there's somebody out here that's got a bit more of an alternative experience going on, that it's not the best day for them. And so it's important to think about what other people are going through as we move through our daily activities. I, for one, am not having the greatest day today. There's always something going on, but it's important to be able to push past the pain points and the stresses of day-to-day life and appreciate the good things, stop and smell the roses, if you will. And so that's really why I'm in the park today. It's very hard to please everybody. And this year for me has been a huge lesson in that. I've had some incredibly impactful things happen to me this year. And I don't want to come off sounding like a victim. They're just parts of the experience of my year, and I'll detail them in a minute. But in case my battery runs out or I lose power, I want to say, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you've already subscribed, hit the notification bell. And if you would, hit the like button. I would very much appreciate that as well. Now back to what I was saying. It's been a very, very difficult year for me, and not so much in the sense that there's been it's just been a very difficult year. The major parts of what have been difficult are relationships. Sometimes you have relationships that you think are solid or are one way. And then you come to a point in life where things happen and you realize that they weren't quite as they seemed. And that can be extremely difficult. It can be extremely painful. And that's what occurred to me. I did a video in February, or it might have been April, I can't remember. But it dealt with, and I think the title of it was Snake in the Grass. The image that I was using, the snake in the grass, was apropos for what was going on with me at the time. Someone in my life that has been there for many, many years and has always been someone that was, I believed, in my corner, and demonstrably was in my corner. Became, let's just say, took on the role of snake in the grass. And I got bit, and it hurt a lot. And the effect of realizing that the relationship was not what I thought it was had a profound effect on me. For most of my life I've been a people pleaser. I think mainly because I thought that that was what God wanted us to be, wanted me to be. Let me give you a small example. Let's say I'm in a hurry. I'm running late to go to work, or just somewhere that I want to be or need to be to meet friends or something. And I encounter, let's say, someone who is less fortunate or even more fortunate than me. But they have some need to communicate or to express themselves, or they're alone. I would often stop what I was doing or delay what my needs were in order to listen to them, just to give that ear so that that person could get whatever it is off their chest. It was about 11 o'clock at night, and it was a 24-hour place, and my girlfriend was in the car waiting for me. And I went inside to pick up the order, and there was only one employee, and she was an older lady, probably in her 60s, from El Salvador, clearly swamped. I could tell that she was under pressure, and I did not give her any pressure, energy, or anything like that. I tried to make conversation with her. Just small talk, you looks like you really got your hands full tonight, huh? And she opened up. She started telling me about her life in El Salvador and how coming here to work was, a blessing, but she was very confused about why no one wants to work anymore. And we talked for a few minutes about children and young people and how they're obsessed with their devices and how it's so very difficult and demeaning to communicate with someone and serve their needs that way. And as we talked, I was aware that she was no longer working. She was not putting my order together, and she wasn't putting anyone else's order together, because she was expressing to me a part of her experience and clearly some of her frustration. My girlfriend is out in the car, and I turn periodically to see if she's okay out there, and we make eye contact, and I can tell that she's frustrated. She wants me to hurry up. And so I have the dilemma of saying to this woman, hey lady, just hurry up and fix my sandwich. I don't really care about what you're saying. Or I can share with her a few minutes that won't, to any great detriment affect my girlfriend in the car or myself. We've no place to be except to go back to where, our home and eat what we've bought. There's no real pressure. So there's no reason for me to cut short this interaction that could possibly be helping this lady, or could very well be helping me. The Bible says, be careful when you entertain strangers, because you may be entertaining angels unawares. Eventually she fixed my order and gave it to me, and I left. I could tell she was appreciative of the time that I had taken to converse with her. I don't imagine that she had done that very much that evening on her shift. Maybe her shift was graveyard, 11 o'clock to 7 a.m. The doors were locked. There was a walk-up window where you are supposed to come and ring the doorbell, like literally a ring doorbell, and she would see that and hear that, and you could speak into it and place your order, and eventually she would come and open the window and give you your order. But when she saw me initially, I smiled and I waved, and she came to the door, and she unlocked the door and let me in. And while I was there, another person rather came up to the walk-up window, and she didn't open the door and let them in. And I wondered, why did she do that? What was it about me that caused her to feel safe enough to let me in, and I was able to stand there inside and talk with her while she fixed my order? And somehow I think maybe, even though you're not aware, you actually may be an angel to someone else. Perhaps my spirit or my presence provided some protection for her in that moment. Maybe the fact that I was inside warded off, let's say, another visitor who might have wanted to rob her or do something bad, but when they saw me inside, maybe they changed their minds or thought that there were easier pickings somewhere else. So you just never know, aside from the fact that I might have gained from that experience. Maybe it was that I was able to contribute something positive into her life. And maybe I get nothing from it. Maybe there's no benefit to me. Maybe the benefit is solely hers. But I think we're missing that in today's world. We're missing the idea that it's more blessed to give than to receive. My dad used to always caution us about what we did when we went places, like, say, a restaurant or ride on a bus or a train or something. And he said, make sure that your place is clean when you leave. Don't leave trash on the table. Don't leave trash on the floor. Even if you see trash on the floor, you're riding on the bus next to you. If there's trash nearby, if you can, pick it up and throw it away. Because someone is watching you, someone sees you, and they're going to base their opinion or their idea of what someone similar to you will do on what they see you do. When you live for yourself, for only what will benefit you, others will see you, like young people or children, and they will take from that instruction on how they should be. And I think that's why we're at this very critical tipping point in our world. We have leaders who are absolutely, completely possessed of themselves and their greed. We have idols that we call celebrities who are doing horrible things, but we champion that. We seek to emulate that. We believe that money and wealth is the mark of what someone's worth. These are terrible metrics by which to judge people. There's something bigger than us. And it's important to realize that the only thing that we have is our connection to other human beings. And if we destroy that, we're dooming ourselves. I don't know, these are the things that I'm thinking today. I've got problems. I've got challenges. Today I'm grappling with a dilemma that leaves me very few options. I don't know where to turn as of right now. And I've been stressing about it. I've been up all night with worry. And then I realized the worry's not doing very much at all. So I decided to take a walk and come out here. And I see squirrels, and I see birds, and I see dogs, and they don't really appear to be worried. And so I thought I would share that with you today, because maybe it will give you some, I don't know, insight or motivation to, regardless of what's going on with you or how big or small your problems are, to stop, smell the roses, give to another person, enrich someone else's day, even if it amounts to some cost to yourself. Sacrifice for the benefit of someone else, and allow that to enrich the moment that you're in. Because every moment that you're not in your troubles, you're at peace. And if you stack those back to back, you'll change your life. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope that it's been of some help. It certainly has helped me a little bit, just to talk about it, to share it with you. And I guess in some way you've actually done what I've suggested or asked. If you have watched this video, you've given me a few moments of your time, possibly at some cost to yourself. Maybe there was some place that you wanted to be or needed to be. Maybe there's another video that you wanted to watch, but you kept watching this one and you got to this point. And so you sacrificed a little bit to benefit me. And I appreciate that. And I promise you, I will pay that forward. Have a great day out there. Don't let your troubles overtake you. Stay focused, stay positive.